So, like I said, I'm doing a strategic plan for everyone. Now, the way I do strategic planning is not like you see averagely with counting numbers and quotas and, you know, if I speak to 100 people, only 10% are going to say yes to my product or my service. That's not what I like to do. How I teach a strategic plan is actually in alignment with different parts of you as an individual. Holding yourself accountable for your actions. That's really going to produce the amount of work that you need in order to succeed. Do you guys agree with that?
Yes.
When you're in school, if you didn't do the work, you didn't get the good grade. Correct?
Yes.
Everybody's just not born Einstein. We just don't know everything all the time. So we have to put in a certain amount of work. So participation in your business. How do you participate? How do you strategically participate in your business to ensure the success of what you do? We all want a good outcome, right? We don't want to go in business and be a one-hit wonder. Correct? Okay. Can I get a amen? Amen. Okay. Thank you. I love participation. So earlier in the day when I did my first presentation, it was a little distorted. I didn't really get a chance to go through the entire plan because we were connected. I mean, we were like getting it in. You know, it was early in the morning, everybody's energy was high. So I kind of just ran right in with a lot of things, but I'm going to take it a little more differently approach with you guys. We're going to actually go through the plan. So if you have any questions about the plan, we can go over those questions. So, but this is also passions into profit. So I'm going to tap into some of those passions of yours. Can I do that?
Yeah. Yep.
Great. So, simply put, a strategic plan is not like a regular plan. Everybody plans to go to school, get good grades, go to college, get a job, get married, have kids, live happily ever after. How many people dream that?
Dreaming.
Come on, more y'all dream that. Y'all dream that, right? It seems simple enough, right? Nothing gonna get in my way. All I gotta do is go to school, get good grades, get a job, get married, have some kids. Everything else is history, right?
Yeah.
But does it really work that way?
No.
Not really, not too much, I know. So, there's always something getting in the way, right? And when things get in the way, it's how do you handle these situations? So a strategic plan is knowing that there's going to be obstacles. Knowing how to handle those obstacles and maneuver around them. Knowing where, even though we have weaknesses, but we utilize our strengths. And that's what can set you apart from a lot of people. Not focusing on the weaknesses that you have, but building on your strengths. Right? Mm-hmm. Okay. Makes sense to me. Yes. Okay. So, that's the difference between a strategic plan and just having one. So that's what I'm going to take you through. We're going to work through maneuvering from the weakness, going into our strengths. How do we do that? How do we move from utilizing our strengths? Because we're so focused on what we're not good at, right? I'm not good at this and I gotta practice that because I'm not good at it and I gotta do, no. So what about your weakness? What about your strengths? What happens to that? You don't hone in on it. Now, your strengths, and it could be something as simple as dressmaking, right? If that's something that you do and you can do it like without a pattern, you can look at a person, size them up, I can do that for you. I can make that jacket. I can do this to it. And it just comes so natural to you. That's a strength and an ability. But we tend not to hone on those skills that we have because we're so focused on our weaknesses, trying to build up our weaknesses. So we want to move away from that. So now we have to get into alignment with, okay, I have a weakness. Let's say my weakness is financial. How many of you got money problems? Some of y'all lying. How many? No, seriously. Okay? Seriously. I have a money problem. And a lot of times, the more money you make, the more problems you have. How that happen? Right? We always think, make more money, have more money we can save, but guess what? It's also more money we spend. Okay? So that's a weakness. Does that make sense? Why is that a weakness? Why making more money is a weakness? Because we haven't tapped into why are we spending more money. It's not like we're spending more money to get rid of some debt, right? We're spending it for other reasons, to make us feel better about our weaknesses, to make us feel better about ourselves. So it all comes into alignment. So let me get back to the dressmaker. So the dressmaker doesn't have a lot of money, but she has a great skill. She needs customers. How does she get them? She's not good at advertising. She doesn't have money for advertising.
Word of mouth.
Word of mouth. Perfect. But we got to sow into our own businesses in order to get that word of mouth out there. A lot of us are afraid of that. We don't want to sow into our business. Everything is I don't got money for that. Guess what? You don't need it. We have this lovely system called networking. Have anybody ever been to a networking event? Now, when you go to these networking events, what are your intentions? Right, but push your business. But what do we do when we go to these networking events? We get cards, we take them home, and they get piled up on the desk, on our dressers, whatever, and we never make the connection. That's sad. We're letting money walk away from us because of our inability to act. Part of your strategic plan. If your intentions were to go into a networking event and say, I want to meet 10 potential partners for my business. Now, I said partners. I'm not saying that you're asking them to purchase something from you. I'm not saying that. You're not going there because I need to make you a suit. I need some money. Can I make you a suit? That's not what you're going there for. You're going there to hone in on your strategic plan. Getting people aligned with you that's going to take you and move you to where you need to be. That makes sense?
Yeah.
Okay. How many of you do that? Very seldom. Hi. Okay. Very, very rare we actually go in with our intentions and come out with our results. Why is that? I'm going to give you an example. My very first networking event, myself and a woman named Shantae Epps went into a networking event. And I thought I dressed properly, right? Very new in business. I had on black pants, a black top, and some heels. My hair was done. And, I don't wear makeup, but I had my lips glossed up. And so I felt good about myself. I didn't have any business cards. How was I networking with anybody? They didn't have to be fancy because somebody gave me a business card. It just had a name and a number on it. I'm like, but what do you do? Turn it around. And he wrote his name on the back and what he does. Right? But that's still a connection. We all still in the learning stages, and it's okay. But we learn from our mistakes. So what do you do when you're in a networking event? And your intentions are to get these contacts. So now I'm there, I have no cards, I see Shantae, she's networking, she's and my name is Shantae, and I'm just standing there and I'm like, what am I gonna do? Who am I? I'm nobody. Right? I'm feeling a little sad about myself at this point. I see people there and they're moving and shaking, they got their suits on, they're shaking hands, they're having these poetic conversations about stuff I have no idea what they're talking about. And I'm just like, I think I came to the wrong event. Right? So I started feeling insecure about myself. How did that take place for me? And so now my intentions have shifted. I'm no longer a part of what I said I was going to be a part of. I just excluded myself. That happens a lot. Or somebody will introduce themselves to me and I have no idea what I want to say to them. So what should I have done? Included in my plan, what is it that I need to do to make sure that that doesn't happen? So even though that was an experience for me, we're all going to have those experiences. But that's what the strategic plan is about. Hone in on what is it that you did or what took place for you that you can alter and you can change. All the changes do not have to be done in a day. That's what I love. This plan is designed for you on a 30-day basis. Every 30 days, just go back in and check in with yourself. What was it that happened for me that I could have done differently? What is it that I need to do to improve upon for myself in business? We don't do these self-check-ins all the time because we're worried about what other people are thinking or saying when you make a mistake. It's okay. They are not the be-all to end-all. That is not the only place in the world that you'll be able to network and make connections. And they're only just a fraction of the percent of people that you are going to touch the lives of. But then when you become big and famous, they're going to say, I met her at that event. You remember me? No. Exactly. So your strategic plan is about your constant improvement upon yourself. It's not about making millions of dollars in 30 days or less. It's not about that. Don't worry, the money will come. The money will come. But you have to plan accordingly. Your plans do not have to be perfect. And I love that. Because there's no perfect person. I don't care if you are the best singer in the world. You're not perfect. We've all made mistakes. I mean, I use Tyler Perry as an example. You're taking a man who went from living out of a car, who would do events every month, and the same 30 people would show up month after month after month after month. I believe it was 11 events he did straight in a row and made no money on. None. Promoting and not eating, like not doing anything else but getting on his grind, having people work for him and couldn't even pay them. Now look at him.
Now look at him.
Look at him.
He's absolutely an asset to.
Exactly. And he is no different than any one of you ladies in this room right now. And I'm going to tell you something that's bigger and better about you and Mr. Perry. All right? Can anybody guess what's bigger and better than Tyler Perry?
High power.
You're a woman. Hello? We get what we want. Can y'all agree to that? Okay, look and crook, we get it. Right? Okay. We know how to do things. Why? It's in our nature. That's just a part of us from the moment our DNA is instructed inside of our bodies. It is a part of us. Natural. Why are you giving that up? What are you giving it up for? Why are you giving it away for free? Hello. Okay? We have to hold in on those things. And guess what? God gave it to us for nothing. He ain't charged us a thing for it. We just had to be born. How easy is that? Right? How easy is that? So we in this room, a bunch of powerful women with this ability to get what we want. How many of you getting it? All right. We got a few ladies getting it. Okay? You're getting it? How many of y'all want to get it? Y'all want to get it, right? And we want to get it before the year's up. Okay? We got things to do. Right? How many of y'all make excuses when y'all can't pay y'all rent? How many? We got an honest one in the house. That's right. You making excuse when you can't pay your rent. But you're getting it when you have to get it, right? How come is that when? How come? How come? Why is it that when we get to the bottom of pain, we rise? Why does it take the pain to turn into a passion for us? Why?
No other outlet.
We were born and it was painful for our mothers. Anything that's going to bloom and blossom is a result of a piece of pain. Make any sense to anybody here? Without the pain, don't even recognize we ain't had nothing. Right? We don't even realize what we got until we are in pain. Can I talk about that?
Yeah.
Okay. Right?
Yes.
Makes sense.
Yes.
When we're hurting so bad, it's when we reach deep down and we just let things just come up out of us that we didn't even know we had in us. How do you hone in on that when you're not in pain? How do you keep it going? That's what momentum is. Keeping the momentum going. Why do you always gotta be suffering? To say that you want to get out of something or do something different. That always just kind of baffled me. Like, why I gotta be crying and pain and tears and hurt and to then finally say, God, I need some clarity. Things are not clear to you until you're hurt. Oh, we gonna pass pain. Y'all get sad on me. I need some energy in this room. I need some energy in this room. Okay, let's go on with this. All right. We got Robin, and Robin is here. I'm loving this. Okay, so our 30-day marketing plan. I like to do things online, offline, face-to-face, and referrals. Make sense?
Yeah.
I do Facebook when I can. But I like to talk to people. Because your strategic plan needs to include building relationships. If it does not include that, you're running a drive-by business. Does that make sense? Drive-by. Hit and run. I don't see you anymore. I don't care about you. That makes people feel kind of like, you used me. People don't want to feel that way. How many of you want to build a legacy in business? For what? Anybody can answer that question. Why do you want a legacy in business?
So I can pass it on.
Pass it on. Right. That's what creating wealth is about. There's a difference between getting rich and dying and creating wealth and passing on legacy. Huge difference. You can get rich and die and your money goes down. No one to leave it to, no one to pass anything on to, no knowledge, no information, it's gone. But when you're creating a legacy of wealth, that's when a strategic plan is invaluable. Because this right here, this assessment tool I just gave to you, if you do this every 30 days, it's going to be the blueprint to what you can pass on to anyone you choose. If you have children, grandchildren, nieces, nephews, cousins, a next door neighbor, co-worker's child, godkids, whatever. Because now they can look back and say, wow, this is what my mom worked for. This is how she developed herself. That's what you have to do. How many of you like to talk to people about your business? How many of you talk to people every day about what it is that you do? Who do you talk to? Who do you talk to?
Whoever's around, whoever I trust.
Trust. You heard that? Anyone should trust. Who do you trust?
My family.
Okay. Oh, I'm glad you said that.
Good friend. Good friend.
I'm about to go in. Y'all ready?
My family, I do.
Okay.
I'll speak for myself.
Okay. I can tell you about 98% of entrepreneurs who talk to people they trust and their family and their friends. Those are not the ones supporting them in business. Those are the ones that are saying, you gonna charge me for that?
I need that.
I'm family. Can I have a
I'm your sister. I'm your cousin. Or, girl, you crazy. What you doing? You gotta go to work. You playing around with that hobby of yours. But these are the ones that you're talking to. That's sad. How many of you consider yourselves visionaries? Or have a vision? Got a vision? Then that's who you need to share your vision with other visionaries. Why are you talking to people who are going to step on your vision. They have no interest in what you are doing. Now, I'm not saying don't let them know what you're doing, but be careful with that being your only outlet of participation and communication. You have to reach out to other visionaries. And these are people who will not know you from a hole in the wall. But guess what? Who do you want to buy from? Do you care who they are? Not in the beginning, right? In the beginning, does it really matter who they are? If you want, how many of you really, really, really want 1 million people to have your cell phone number? Raise your hand. 1 million people? Okay. Right, it depends. So all these millions of people, are you like really their friends? Like really?
Right.
How many of you can, I can't keep up with the 3 friends I have now. Let me think, are they really my friends? Okay, I gotta think about it. I gotta readjust that. I'll be back to you on that one. But you understand, right?
Yeah.
So you want 1 million people to purchase from you, be a part of your circle, purchase your products, right? But do you really care who they are in the beginning? No. You can care less. But you're going to develop a relationship. And the development of that relationship is crucial in your business. That's how you're going to assess the needs of your business, is through that relationship. These are going to be the people who are going to speak to you honestly about your business. They're going to be the ones to keep you in check about your business. They're going to be the ones who rate your service. How many of you like your service to be rated? Or don't mind? Don't mind, right? Do you have any attachment to the outcome of the survey?
But you're supposed to know.
You're supposed to know. Exactly. And that's why we do those things. We assess. But sometimes we just assess ourselves and we don't care to ask anybody because we just do it all because this is what we do. Right? But if you want 1 million people to be continuously buying, to be a part of something, like just think about it. Do you guys shop in places and you shop for discounts, right? We all shop for discounts, right?
Sure enough, too.
Okay. Now what if the service is so discounted that the service is so obnoxious? Would you go back?
No.
Okay. Just because you have a discounted service doesn't mean your service is good. How many of you discount your services just to get people to buy into? Why?
To get the competition to beat out the.
Ooh, I got something for you. She just said competition. That's the devil's word. There is no competition. Please delete that from your vocabulary. You are so unique, it is not even funny. There is no one like you at all. What do you do?
Event planning.
Event planning. Oh, that's fun. Are you the best event planner in the world?
Yeah.
I want you to own it. So your service will not be discounted. Can I get an amen?
Amen.
Do not discount your service. Once you start discounting your services start going down. You just derated yourself. You're no longer A-list celebrity. You think them A-list celebrities are discounting anything?
No.
Not really. Their price is their price. We just came from lunch and they asked for $7 for a scoop of ice cream. But if you want it, you're going to buy it, right? Okay. They're not discounting. They don't care we hear PIP. PIP, y'all got money? Okay, $7. That's what it is. So I want everybody to attach themselves with that idea. And I'm not saying, just be ripping folks off and say, well, my price is $10,000. No, like be realistic about your service. If your service is A+ rated, then that's what your service charge is. A+ rated. I don't care where I go. I can't stand when people tell me a price. But I asked for the price. I said I wanted this. How many of you get a little offended by that sometimes? I do. I'll be honest, I do. Because I know what I want. And those are the type of clients that you want. You want clients who know what they want, and they're going to pay to get what they want. And they're going to pay happy. Happy. Oh, if Carolyn sells her products too much, no one in the world is going to ever purchase them. No, that doesn't make sense. It's about the uniqueness and the authenticity that you have inside your business. I don't care if we had 8 event planners right here. Each of you are doing it different. I can almost guarantee it. The ambiance that you're creating for people, the service that you're giving them, the colors, the way you do it, the style, the fashion, the smell of it makes a difference. So it doesn't matter. People want what they want because that's what they want. And if you're giving it to them, guess what? Your clients are just like you. I know I'm the worst customer in the world. I tell people that the moment I step into their place, listen, I might be the worst customer you ever have. You make me happy, you got me for life. Life. How many of you want lifetime customers? Hello. People working every day making money, right? You think the landlord just wants one person to come in one time and pay their rent for 1 month and leave and gotta be looking for another person to rent? Like, think about that. He's looking for somebody who's gonna be there paying their rent on time every month like clockwork. He making repairs like he's supposed to. He answering his phone. The man is coming to make repairs and fix stuff. People gonna pay. I don't care what it is. So I want you to look at that evaluation plan. I want you to go through it. Go through every question. It's going to help you become extremely clear about if you're confused about your unique service. When you're very young in business, and let me tell you, it took me over a year to figure out who I was. But I'm in business. Hi, I'm in business. I'm Bonique. I'm in business. But what do you do? I'll get back to you on that. I had no idea what it was I really did. For like over a year. I'm confused. I'm like, well, what is it that I do? And thank praise the Lord, one of my mentors just walked in the building. Because she helped me gain some clarity. And sometimes it takes that. So you got, in order for you to get clear, you got to speak to other visionaries. You can't talk to, your sister Sally and say, yo, sis, I'm in business. I don't know what I want to do. And Sally's like, oh, what do you like? I like everything. Go pick something. I don't know. Like, that's not helpful. Does that helpful for you? Nah, not really. Okay. So that's why I encourage everyone. When you go out to these networking events, you know what? I stopped taking business cards. I really did. I don't even take business cards anymore. I'm like, just give me your number. I'll contact you. Because if I'm true about contacting, I'm going to contact them. Because I'm going to take that business card and I'm going to forget who the heck it was that I done spoke to. Because you done seen about 15 different people doing 8 different things. How you keeping track? You got a tracking system when you go out networking? Not at all, right? You have no idea. You just go to show your face, right? I was there, girl. Y'all, did you see such and such? Oh my God, I know. You like my shoes? I know, right? Really? Is that productive? Come on. And so that's what this whole system is about, creating a unique tracking system for your business. How are you following up with these people? What is it that you're doing, right? And don't look at them as competition. Look at them as joint ventures. How can we create something together? Because I ain't trying to compete with you. I got my own customers. I know how to treat my people. Do you know where nobody taking nobody from you? Right? It's the same thing, you know. Y'all know when y'all was growing up, your mom told you that whole thing about, ain't nobody take that man from you. He laughed. Because he wanted to leave. Can't nobody take nothing from you. So stop with all of that. Right? I took your man. You ain't take nobody. I gave him. Right? It just makes sense. Right? It just makes sense. Okay? Do I have any questions in the audience before I get carded? Any questions so far? Y'all clear about everything? Y'all something what? Y'all clear about everything? Y'all taking notes? I'm glad to hear that. Y'all taking notes? Okay, my assistant in the back, can I get you to pass out those hello, my name is cards, please? You guys are going to get some hello, my name is cards. And on these cards, your names will not be on them. There will be either a phrase, a word, or maybe something that you have to fill in. This is going to help you get to know yourself and to have others get to know you too. Because sometimes it's not just about a name. It's about really what's inside of somebody. How do they perceive themselves, and how do they want the world to perceive them, right? Whenever you do anything, I like to do it with a certain attitude. Like, there's certain things that my customers will never see. They will never see me angry, upset, and all of that craziness. They won't see me in that stage. They'll always see me smiling and happy and motivated and always happy to see them. All the time. So that's why I know when to take my days off. That's when I get emotional. I can't do it in front of my people. I gotta get emotional on my days off, not on the days on. Does that make sense to everybody? Okay, so once everybody get their cards, I will be picking on certain people to come and show their leadership skills. Everyone has a card? Oh, okay.
I need one over here too.
You need one over there? Okay. Okay, well, we're going to start. We're going to start with the quiet lady in the back looking down. Do you have a card? She's looking like, who is she talking to? Yeah, you! She's like, who? What she's like? Okay. You got a card? Hello, my name is...
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes, her. Me? Yes, you! She is still confused. See, we need clarity in this room.
Miss Mogul.
Miss Mogul. Okay, what are you a mogul of? What do you do?
Event planner.
Then there you go. You the event planner mogul. What? Show me your skills. I want you to hold that, and I want you to own it. I want you to live with it, sleep with it, wake up to it, eat it, breathe it, dream it, believe it. Take it with you everywhere you go. Whenever you walk into a room, I want people to say, wow, that's the business mogul right there. Yo, she is bad at what she do. And I want you to walk with an attitude, with a positive attitude. Because that's how people are going to identify you. How do you want to be identified when you walk into a room? Oh, she corny. Right? People say those things. Exactly. Right? If you're coming into events and you looking crazy and you ain't even making no sense at what's going on, and you're like, y'all ain't messing well. Right? Come up here, come here. Yeah!
Oh, that's funny.
I wish we had some music, but we ain't gonna talk about that. But he's looking at me with that evil eye. Okay, there's something that I want to do. It's called the attitude strut. Not there, I want you to walk down the aisle. I want you to show everybody your mogul strut.
There you go.
How do you strut when you walk down the street? People
y'all
know
doing?
who you are. Right? Now, what's the name of your business?
Flow C Incorporated.
I want you to scream, Flow C Incorporated. I am the mogul of this business.
Flow C Incorporated. I am the mogul of corporate event professionals.
Do y'all believe that?
Yeah.
I wasn't feeling it either.
You got to talk it to me.
Walk it. What's your name? What's your name? No, your name is Flossie?
Yes.
Oh, my name is Flossie. I am the mogul.
All right now.
And you walk with that stride. Because you want people to know who you are.
Hi, my name is Flow C, and I am Flow C Incorporated. My business is Flow C Incorporated, corporate event professionals.
Is that better?
That's a little better.
That's
That's a little better.
Because how does it go? Practice your practice on purpose. That's what I want y'all to do. Practice your practice on purpose. Not by accident, because somebody just happened to ask you who you are and what you do. Practice it on purpose. Be intentional about how you want people to perceive you. Let those intentions resonate all the time within you. Make sense? All right, Wilson. Let's get you more. Okay. The lady in the green on the end. Do you have a hello, my name is card?
I am not your average woman.
All right.
All right. That's right. Exactly. There's nothing average about her. She is exceptional in everything that she does. Does that make sense to everybody here?
Yes.
Now these cards, you might just have one now. But you, what any woman in here says, please adapt it. I want you to eliminate certain words from your vocabulary. And I want you to take away some of the negative energy that you allow to be around you. Because all those things are going to sit inside of you and they're going to fester. And when they fester, it starts to smell. Okay? And you know, I don't like no funky. I don't let nobody serve me no funky attitude. How many people like a funky waiter?
No.
Whatever your problem was, I was not a part of it. You will not tell me that. I don't want that. Not on my plate.
Okay.
Even when I go to McDonald's, I'm like, what's your motto? Serve with a smell? Let me see the menu.
I do the same thing.
Even at McDonald's, when I go, ask my kids, they hate going to restaurants with me. They really do. They hate going to restaurants with me. I need service with a smile. I need that energy.
Right.
And you have to give that energy.
That's right.
To give and take. So when you're with your clients, you're with the people who you want to be followers of you and your business, create that energy for them. That's a strategic one. Don't you know that every big business, everything they do is strategic? You think it's coincidence that ad time for the football season is so expensive? They strategically know that 10 million watchers are going to be watching. That's why they can charge the prices they charge for advertising slots. That's a strategic move. It's not that it just so happens that. There's no such, it just so happens that. You know what? By coincidence. No, these things are intended to be done. And I need all the work of, we got some music in the house now. How many of you guys want to do attitude show with me? I need some participation. Y'all killing me. Amina? Not your average talent is in the house. Amina Cole, business, mogul, entrepreneur. She's going to show you ladies how to do a strut. We got to close out, and we're going to close out with a strut from Amina Cole.
All right then.
Let's go. Woo!
All right then.
That's right. Work it. Attitude.
All right then.
All day. All day. That's right. Attitude. Exactly.
Keep the music going, huh? What you got to do?